Hey everyone, it's Vinny. It's been a crazy day, crazy week. Starting out, I was supposed to go with my cosmetology school to the IBS, the International Beauty Show in New York City, and due to the wondrous snowstorm that New Jersey had gotten, we are no longer able to go on the trip, so I have to go outside to shovel. It is freezing out, and we got the tickets for nothing. Some of the people from my class, they braved it, which I give them a lot of credit for. They ended up going to New York City, and one of them stayed, I think, with her boyfriend. But more power to them, because it's not only dangerous to go outside like that, but a lot of the vendors at the show had started to pack up and leave. For those of you that haven't been, IBS is an enormous venue for cosmetologists, nail technicians, and estheticians. It's got everything. So much stuff to buy, so many shows to see, famous artists. Another thing too is that every booth, it was funny, every single booth has alcohol, so you can get in if you're not 21, but I think they do ID you, so either bring a fake or hope for the best if you're under 21. So when I'm done shoveling, what I'm gonna do is, I figured I'd do something different today. I have my mannequin. I'm gonna take my mannequin and I'm gonna show you guys 4 different techniques. I'm gonna be doing the virgin bleach retouch, highlighting with weaving, highlighting with balayage, and highlighting with slicing. I'm gonna do a video of that, probably cut it up into like 4 parts, and then come back for a final video to show you guys the result of what they look like. For those of you that are in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, I hope everyone's doing well during the snowstorm. It is pretty awful. So I'll see you guys soon. All right, everyone, it's Vinny, and as I explained before, I'm gonna be doing different techniques on this mannequin. In the back 2 quadrants, I'm gonna be doing some slicing, and then I'm gonna be doing some weaving with foils. In the front right quadrant, I'm gonna be doing a freehand balayage, and then in the left front quadrant, I'm gonna be doing a virgin light retouch. So let's get started. First things first, I'm gonna be using just basic bleach, Matrix's V-Light, and this is a 1:1 ratio, or you can even use 1:2. The bottom line is you really wanna get a bleach that has a nice mixing consistency to work with. And plain and simple, I'm gonna be using just 10 volume, only because I'm gonna be doing the entire mannequin. I don't wanna be using 20, and I never really use 30 or 40 volume at all. And I'll probably do a video on that because the results aren't well on mannequins. So I'm just gonna measure out 2 ounces of developer. I'm gonna put that right in the bowl. And when you're doing bleach, it's really, really nice to invest in a color whisk, because you're not gonna splatter the bleach all over. And I've seen people using the bleach with the brush, and then it becomes a whole issue with them getting the product everywhere. So I'm gonna take a scoop of bleach. Another thing with using bleach is you wanna get a lightener that is dedusted. And what that means is that when you take the lightener, and here's that mixing it too. When you get a lightener, you want the lightener to not splatter everywhere, because a lot of the older hairdressers that have been in the industry for a while will tell you that the older lighteners that would poof out with the dust, it would actually hurt your lungs. You would get it in your lungs, you would inhale it deep, and that's not good for the lungs at all. And even though it's 1:1 and 1:2, I kind of mix my bleach to where it's slightly thick. You don't want it too thick, because if you're doing balayage, it's gonna dry out. And when bleach dries out, it stops working. So I'm just gonna put like a pinch more of powder lightener in there, just to make it a little thicker. Another thing you'll also want to do too is when mixing lightener, if it's taking you a long time, you want to be mindful of that. There's been times where I've washed sections of clients' hair out while doing foils. Another important thing is that if it's taking you 20 minutes, I would immediately remix the bleach, because bleaching, I mean, the bleach that is used only has a lifespan, if you will, of when it's powerful. Bleach never really stops working though.